when you're raising children, need to be somehow a little bit, you know, molded in a way. So you can't just let them be and be like, oh, here, child, because I've got, you know, millions in my bank account, here, take 10,000. You know, I don't really agree with that.
That's why I think it's important.
I love that about the children, because then when you grow up, you know about equality. We have people coming in from Saudi Arabia, from
Something happens in most schools in Africa. You have prospectus, you ask your parents, pay a certain amount for this, everybody. But what I'm trying to say in effect regarding that jacket is, if they do not want that person or the kids to wear expensive jackets, there should be suppliers supplying jackets for students.
Like a school uniform where everyone can purchase the same one.
This is like a casual clothes.
Yeah, because you don't wear
why won't you wear your jacket? It's a winter jacket, for goodness sake. When you get to school, you take off your jacket.
That didn't make any sense.
If I can afford to buy my kid this jacket, please don't bother me about my kid's jacket. It's a jacket for you. It's not something for me. Like,
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And I'm like, at the end of the day, cheaper jackets as well, knowing very well, like the winter, us living in a cold country. I've got, you know, the coat that I've been coming in when it's been really cold. That's a really expensive jacket. I was fortunate to get it on sale, but it was a really expensive coat. But, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's waterproof and it keeps me so warm. And so if I was asked, if I got that for my child, first of all, it lasts longer, it's more durable. So we're looking at durability as well. Sometimes when things are cheaper, they are made in a cheaper way, which means the durability is not going to be as long. You know, so people need to bear that in mind. And I think it was a very unfair thing to do. And I think whoever it is, the decision makers, whatever they call them, the board of directors, as they call them in America, I think they were very wrong to do that. And I think there was a little bit of jealousy. I think they started feeling, you know what, my child, I can't get my child this, so I'm going to go in and make sure that everybody knows.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy.
And if I get that, what you going to do?
Oh my God. Exactly, what are you going to do? Oh my God. So anyways, we're having so much fun, but we need to move on obviously to the next topic, which is Theodora. Right? Theodora, you got a great topic for us.
Yes.
Let's hear it, Theodora.
My topic for today is, if you discovered the night before your wedding that you were cheated on, what would you do?
I know mine.
We had this discussion backstage. I said I'll burn everything. Everything. Burn, and then burn you out of my life.
I don't feel like I'm that fussed. I think, okay, well, this is what you've decided. I'm not going to get wrinkles and pimples because you cheated. I'm not going to put in the effort to burn your clothes. I'll just close the door. And that's what happened with the last guy I was dating. He cheated. I didn't even tell him I knew. I just texted him like, this is not working out. Good luck with the rest of your life. And that's it.
Don't give him the satisfaction of knowing that you know.
Silence is the most powerful thing.
Yes. But let me respond to you. You're talking about the last guy you dated. It's not wedding. This is not wedding. It's a different ball game. When it's wedding. We're talking about. We're talking. I mean, what you just said now. I don't waste time for such a thing. I don't really waste time if I'm dating someone. And I'm not married. The relationship has not actually led to marriage, and I see you cheating. You're just a small fish. Fine. I move on. That's just a small fish because there are so many of them that I can choose from. You know, but what I'm trying to say in effect is, when it's wedding, you have decided to take on this person, and everyone has been invited. Food has been paid for. The decorations have been paid for. Money has gone. And what would you do? Let me tell you something. As I sit here now, I would not really know what to do until I have experienced it. It's difficult to say what you would do because you don't know what to do. First of all, it's possible that you invested your money in that wedding. You've taken loans.
Joint effort.
Exactly, joint effort. And then your parents maybe traveled from Africa to England for your wedding. And then you found them. What would you do?
Cleo, you want to say something.
I always go back to my Nollywood. I watch a Nollywood film as well. You know what? I watched a Nollywood film where this happened. But it was the other way around. It was the lady. It wasn't the man who it wasn't the lady who found the man. The man found out that the girl went and kissed or whatever, slept with her ex, something like that. He caught them, but the girl did not see the man. The wedding still continued. It took place. They had the wedding the next day. But before the wedding, the man was always all over the lady, was too possessive of her. He still carried on like that until after the wedding. Then after the wedding, they got back home. He never spoke to that girl. Didn't eat the food. It was going on for months.
I want to hear that.
And
She was about to say something.
Yeah.
I want to hear what she has to say.
Yes.
So then what happens after that? Like,
It carried on, in fact, until I think
He killed her.
did he kill her? Yeah. I don't. But I can't remember if he killed her, but he did not show love to her anymore. He allowed the wedding to take place.
I watched that movie. He killed her. He killed her at the end.
So you wouldn't really know what you would do until it happens to you.
In Africa,
It's the wedding we're talking about.
First things first, okay?
Yeah.
Even if you were to try and speak to somebody on the side and say, listen, this is what I found out. I need to call the wedding off, they'll be like, my dear.
Don't.
That's true.
It's too late.
There's no such a thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like for well, I don't know. I don't want to say for a man or woman to cheat, but it's just like you know the person. You have to know your person before you walk down the aisle with your person. You have to know what is my person capable of and not capable. In the back of your mind, there's always that thing that you just always know that my person is capable of this,
last week,
and my person is not capable of this. So if you know in the back of your mind that my person is capable of this, my dear, just walk down the aisle.
Why are you getting married? Yeah.
Because you've already taken it this far. Otherwise, like, we live in a time where, guys, marriage is not an obligation anymore, regardless of how much pressure will be put on us. Marriage is not something that we need to survive. It's not an achievement.
I treat it as a sacred thing. I treat it as a sacred thing, and that's why I feel I do frown upon people rushing into marriages because they are the ones that result in ended marriages.
Yeah.
And so for me, I think it's a sacred thing that you should make the effort to get to know the person,
Absolutely.
and you should make the effort to actually figure out, okay, because once you get married, cheating is a lot more worse.
Yeah.
You know, when you're married.
Yeah.
You know?
Really?
Yes, I think when you're married, it's a lot worse.
It's more painful.
Not in my dictionary.
Yeah, that's why there's a story of kissing a lot of frogs before you find your prince. Don't be afraid.
Thank you. Date everybody.
Exactly.
No, that way you have choices.
Oh my gosh. Well, on that note, you know, that's the date everybody.
Yes.
Just try not too many frogs. I wouldn't go for too many frogs, you know. And like I said in the beginning of the show, this episode today is not going to be repeating this Saturday. It's going to be repeating in a fortnight. So all our episodes, our live shows, are going to be repeating every fortnight. So you will be catching the Saturday's episode will be last week's episode that you'll be watching, and this episode is going to be airing in 2 weeks' time. And so we've had a fantastic episode today, ladies. You enjoyed yourselves?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Cleo Ice Queen, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. It's been amazing having you.
It's been amazing.
Fantastic. And so we will see you again next week on another episode of the Sporah Show. For me, it's goodbye.